The massive structure standing in the heart of Rome is actually incomplete. But the missing half did not vanish. It was absorbed by the city itself. When you touch the walls of St. Peter's Basilica, walk up the steps of a Renaissance palace, or look at the stones along the Tiber River, you are unknowingly touching pieces of the Colosseum. This is not just a surviving monument, it is an empire, dismantled, transported, reused, and reborn. Construction began in AD 70 under Emperor Vespasian and was completed in only 8 years. With its complex underground machinery, tens of thousands of spectators, and its brilliant travertine facade, the amphitheater was the ultimate display of Roman engineering and imperial power. Unlike the gray ruin we see today, it once shone in the sunlight, a monumental symbol of Rome's dominance. When the empire weakened, the building was abandoned. Earthquakes, fires, and neglect created the first great wounds. Then came the decisive moment. In 1349, a powerful earthquake caused the entire southern outer wall to collapse. That is why the Colosseum looks like a broken ring today. The northern side stood on stable ground and survived. The southern side fell, leaving thousands of massive stone blocks scattered across the earth. For the people of Rome, this was not a tragedy. It was a resource. Perfectly cut, high-quality travertine, suddenly available in enormous quantities. Throughout the Middle Ages and the Renaissance, these stones were systematically removed and reborn in new buildings across the city. With papal permission, the Colosseum became Rome's greatest quarry. Parts of those stones still live today, inside St. Peter's Basilica. But stone was not the only treasure. The iron clamps that held the blocks together were priceless in the medieval economy. People carved into the walls to extract them, melting the metal into tools and horseshoes. The hundreds of small holes you see today are the scars of that iron hunt. Scars that weakened the structure even more. The Colosseum was not only dismantled, it was inhabited. Houses rose inside its arches. Workshops opened in its corridors. The arena was filled with soil and turned into gardens. At one point, the powerful Frangipani family transformed it into a fortress. The greatest entertainment arena of the ancient world became a medieval neighborhood. By the 18th century, the monument stood on the edge of total destruction. And then, a single decision changed everything. Pope Benedict XIV declared the Colosseum a sacred site. Removing stones was no longer theft, it was sacrilege. That moment saved the structure. In the 19th century, the first great restorations began. Massive buttresses were added to stop further collapse. Today, lasers clean the surface of the stone, while sensors monitor every microscopic movement, because even the traffic and the metro of modern Rome send vibrations through this 2,000-year-old giant. The missing half of the Colosseum is not gone. It became Rome. And the half that still stands does not only show us the glory of an empire, it tells the story of time, of people, of nature, and of how even the greatest creations of humanity are reshaped. The Colosseum is not a ruin. It is living history.